Hello.
Hello.
We are live.
Hello, social media.
She is back.
I'm back again.
So happy. We're going to give it a minute so everyone can pop in here. But very exciting. We are doing our wine and cupcake pairing, which most people are always waiting for with our pairings, I feel like. Because our wine, cheese, and honey is incredible. The wine and chocolate's incredible. But people, I feel like they come annually for the wine and cupcake.
Yeah, you could say we have a cult following.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
One might say.
One might say. It's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Wine and cupcakes. I mean, every year we work with Diadose. She's a cupcake maker. Her shop's in Westchester. She won Cupcake Wars like 6 or 7 years ago, and I didn't know this. She told us last year she won Cupcake Wars. She was in business for like 6 months.
That's
so like
crazy
talented.
That's amazing.
We've been working with her for years, and she comes up with all these flavors, and we work together. And you need to take it easy. She hasn't even had any wine yet.
I'm trying to follow the comments, and I have to keep it this way, and it's just not working out. I have not had a sip of alcohol, I promise. But I will be here soon. So we have a flight of 4 wines and 4 cupcakes for you guys. Can you hear us all right? Just making sure. I can't see these comments here because we're logged in. So I will be checking. But yeah, so we have 4 cupcakes. You can do this virtually, and you can purchase them on our website. You can call in. We're doing it every weekend in March. But you also can make a reservation to sit inside our tasting room. We have all of our seating spaced out. We do have a heat system set up finally, so it is nice and cozy in here if you want to join us in person. It still will be self-guided, but we give you a pairing menu with all the notes you would need to do the pairing. So feel free to give us a call and make a reservation to have it inside the tasting room. Or again, virtually to go. You can pick it up contact-free curbside. It's $38 per person, and you get a flight of these beautiful 4 wines. I'm gonna pull one out just so you can see the little sample bottles because they are super cute.
It's so cute. You get mini cupcakes, mini bottles of wine. Do a pairing in your pajamas. It'll be so much fun.
I know. Do it virtually with some of your friends. I'm really excited.
Yeah, let's
All
try
right,
these.
so we're going to dive in. The first one that we have is going to be our Traminette that we have. If you've not tried it before, it's off dry. So it's a nice way to start this pairing. And we have a beautiful lemon hibiscus cupcake to pair with it.
So Traminette is a hybrid varietal, like Alexa said. It's a hybrid of Gewürztraminer and Johann Saab. So it really has a lot of that Gewürzy characteristics, tons of florals, little sweeter up front, drier on the finish, and paired with that lemon hibiscus, like it really brings those florals to the forefront.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you do this pairing, really swirl the wine around, get all the aromas to the forefront of the glass, take a sip, then try the cupcake, go back to the wine. That's the best way to have a fulfilling pairing experience.
So on this cupcake, it has the hibiscus frosting, and Andy and I were trying this earlier. And you really get that hibiscus note in there, which sometimes you see like hibiscus on a menu and you're like, whatever, that's fake because you can't even try it. But you really get that nice, pretty floral character.
Absolutely.
I love it. It whisks you away to an island paradise.
It actually really does because, I mean, all of those floral undertones just come to the forefront. And it still is like pleasantly sweet. It's like a nice soft finish, but there's a little bit of like a crystallized sprinkle on there that makes the effervescence of the wine pop. It's a beautiful cupcake.
It does. It's like the crunch with the
I know.
bubble.
I'm just going to make sure that everyone can see the cupcakes if they're following around along. This is going to be the cupcake that you have.
What's great about this cupcake, because it has that lemon in it, it's not overly sweet. You get that citrus acidity to kind of cut through some of that, and it doesn't overwhelm the delicate notes of the Traminette, which I really love.
Yeah, I agree. I think the sweetness of the Traminette and this cupcake balance out really nicely. But I do feel like the sweetness kind of lingers a bit, which is really nice.
It does. You're tasting this cupcake long after it's gone.
Yeah, absolutely. So that is the first cupcake that we have for you.
That's so good.
Yeah. We're trying to make sure that these pairings are sped up a little bit because we could talk about the cupcakes and the wine all
It's true.
day,
We
and
should
it would
do
be
like we should do like cupcake and wine pairing, and then like cupcake and wine pairing after hours.
the after party.
So,
because
right?
we could really talk for
After
an
we like
hour.
drink all this. Let's go. Anyway, sorry.
Anyway, we will move along. You do not have to take it at our pace, don't worry. But for those of you who are following along, the next cupcake that we have for you is going to be our pineapple butter cake with our Chardonnay Reserve, our 2019 vintage. What I love about our Chardonnay is it's nice and lightly oaked. So this like butter cake brings out just a little bit more of those touches of oak that you often do not taste.
It is. We do more of a French style Chardonnay, so like Lex said, a little bit lighter on the oak. You get more subtle notes, little whiffs of honeycomb, little whiffs of vanilla, touches of almond. But when you get in that butter cake, it brings it to the front.
I'm just gonna show you this cupcake again so you guys can really see which one we're using.
Take me away.
Yeah, so what's really nice, we have that buttercream and then a custard in the middle, so you have the best of both worlds with the icing and then a butter cake crunch on the top.
You know what you should do? You should drink this wine and bite this cupcake. Get it in your mouth like literally at the exact same time. You know, put it all in there together.
Yeah, all of the layers. There's so much like textures going on here.
Yes, 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 yes. And that pineapple really, it kind of, so it takes you away into like this more oaky place, but then that pineapple zips you back into fruit reality because you get more of those appley, more of those underripe pineapple notes in there again. So it's like boom, boom, buttery sweetness, bam.
This is what I missed about you so much, just the way you describe wine and pairings. I could just listen to her all day.
I told you I'm feeling weird today. Like it's Friday, I'm on a high, I'm like buzzing around, I'm just gonna float right out of my chair.
Well, there you go. This is the perfect time to do the pairing then. But I do agree.
Wine and a magic show, just start levitating.
I promise we have not drank before this. I don't know what's happening. But we do have, to get back on track, that the pineapple that's in the middle, like there are pieces of the real fruit in there. So it really just like bursts through to the palate to bring those like tropical, appley, citrus notes right in there. I love it. But that butter cake pairs perfectly and like rounds out the body of the wine.
That butter cake, man. I mean, you can even just smell it in there. It's so rich, it's so velvety, and it is just like soul food, you know? It's like the sweet, you know, like you're eating fried chicken.
It is. It's perfect because I do feel like our Chardonnay is just, it isn't nutty or buttery, so it's nice that when we pair something that has the best of both worlds, that is the citrus and the fruit, but also tackles that oaky.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that little
Oakiness.
shoulder. Yeah,
Thank
get
you.
it. Get it. All right.
We can't do a pairing again together. We're having too much fun.
Fired. Also, I can't read that far with the comments, so if you're saying something...
There's some laughing faces, I'm sure.
Okay.
Yep, I think. Yep, Casey's there.
There we go.
Wonderful. Some people are going to be joining us tomorrow. We are excited to have you. All right, let's move on to the red. Obviously, red wine is my favorite. And we have this paired with, we call it a Queen Anne. So we have and you developed the name for this. So
during Christmas, you guys get those little Queen Anne chocolates with the cherry cordial and the little cream and cherry coming out of there. My father-in-law houses them during the holidays, so I was like, this tastes just like a Queen Anne cupcake. So
yeah, so we do have to do some trials of the cupcakes. It's so hard to do the tastings, but we did actually have more of the dark chocolate cupcake with this originally, and we felt that it was too much. Like it was a little bit too abrasive, so we changed it to the milk chocolate cake that you have in front of you.
I think the bright acidity with the dark chocolate kind of combats each other, so the milk chocolate is actually perfect for Pinot.
Absolutely. So you have in the center, there's a little bit of cherry, some compote is peeking through to the top with the frosting, and as we know with our Pinot Noir, there is some of those red fruits in there, specifically more like raspberry, some cherry. It's delicate. So what's nice about this having the vanilla frosting, I feel like it just lightens it up a little bit, but still that fruit bursts through to the palate.
It does.
And it deepens the fruit a bit.
It does deepen the fruit, you know, instead of like, you know, bright, more cranberry and everything. She's getting like down and dirty, more like black cherry. Yeah, because black cherries are super dirty. I don't know. Anyway, and then the tannins too with that milk chocolate. When you taste it first, you get that acidity, you get the tannin. It's bright, it's chewy, but then you get some of that softness, and it makes it more velvety. Just kind of like hangs out like a little pillow on your palate.
It does. I feel that this chocolate cake is excellent. So there's not as much tannin to this wine. So when you're having it with the chocolate cake, it almost like ages the Pinot Noir a bit.
It does. It does. It makes it feel like more like our Pinot Reserve.
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah, it's super smooth. It's so light. But again, all of those layers and flavors just balance each other out so beautifully.
You know, and I don't think we've ever done like a milk chocolate cake before. We usually go like super dark.
Well,
so it's nice to
Thais is known for the chocolate cake because I think it's vegan. Am I wrong?
She does vegan.
Yeah, it's vegan and it is the best chocolate cake. We just felt that for this specific wine,
we just wanted to exclude all vegans.
Yeah, just exclude all vegans. Yeah, never. But I mean, if you have not tried her cupcakes before, that would be my go-to. We just felt with this specific pairing, the milk chocolate cake is much better for it. If we were to have Merlot, her chocolate cake, the original, would be incredible.
Oh, for sure. But that is a damn delicious pairing. I hope you're all enjoying it.
It is. Let's see if there's any questions. I can't see this far, but if you guys have any questions, let us know. I'll pop in and read the comments. But our last one we have for you is obviously, we always put like a sweet one on the end, and it is our Moscato.
Give you a little rinse.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna.
A little rinse-a-roo.
Yeah.
Our Moscato, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, so aromatic, so flavorful, naturally sweet, so it doesn't hang heavy on the tongue. It's just like very, very pretty. Tropical notes, some sweet floral notes, that effervescence that kind of lifts up some of that residual sugar and just makes it refreshing and fun. I mean, like, this is just a banging wine.
Yeah, I'm going to interrupt you real quick because we have a question and we have kind of been going at fire speed here. But someone asked if it's always to go. This is actually, well, the Wine and Cupcake over the pandemic, we did create it for a virtual experience. And just this year, obviously due to COVID, we decided to make our pairings to go just so the people who feel more comfortable doing it in the comfort of their own home can still experience it. And I do think that it's something we're going to be talking about next year that we probably will still offer because we'll have the capabilities.
Yeah.
So, and we do private virtual events as well. So there's always going to be that opportunity to have these pairings to go. I don't see that going away in the near future. Just to answer the question on there.
Everything at home now, you know?
Yeah.
Just chill.
I know.
On your couch.
Absolutely.
Do a cupcake pairing.
Absolutely.
Boom.
This is a fun Friday night.
Super fun.
All right, so yes, this last cupcake we have, it is a Peach Bellini. One thing I want to point out with this pairing is we gave you a little squeezer here of our, so the ones that are to go, I'm going to hold it up so both screens can see. We give you a squeezer. When you have your little sample of Moscato, that little bottle, you're going to want to just squeeze some of it out, drop it in your cupcake, and squeeze it right on in.
Yeah.
So then when you try it, you have just that added flair to it.
Just inject it.
Yes, and it makes this cupcake just all that much better. So, and if you have it here at our tasting room, we're gonna already have it in there for you, but I just wanted to point that out. That's like my favorite component of these cupcakes.
Fun. It's interactive, you know?
It is.
Like you're getting in there, squeeze, go.
We did a like a peanut butter and jelly cupcake over the summer that we had our Novi and our unoaked Chamberson in there because it was more fruitier of a red wine, a perfect summer red, and that was to die for. So we had to do it again.
It's like pushing a button, squeeze.
Yeah.
So much fun. Anyway, so this is the Moscato with the Peach Bellini.
Yes. So this Peach Bellini, I mean, I think anyone, even if you're new to the wine world, when you smell this Moscato, I think everyone can get peach. Right on the nose, right on the palate.
It's like
just
those,
ripe peach.
Candied peach rings.
Yes, absolutely.
And we're in a little bit of that, like, it's just fun. Peach, pineapple, lychee. It's like a little tropical party right in your glass. And pretty much this whole pairing, this cupcake was made to enhance like every layer of this wine. That vanilla plays well with the sweet floral tones. That peach goes well with a lot of that stone fruit in there.
Absolutely.
And it's just like, boom, highlight here, boom, highlight here. Let me shine all over you. Plus you're squeezing some in there, so it's like wine.
Absolutely. I think that sweetness actually in the cupcake from the icing and to the vanilla cake actually not dries out the wine, but it doesn't compete too much.
It doesn't compete, you know, and like this wine, while it is sweet, it has a very refreshing acidity on the finish that cleanses the palate, and it doesn't, like I said before, it doesn't hang heavy, and it just kind of makes you want to come back for more and more. And I always like to kind of like leave a little Moscato for those people who don't drink sweet wine. It'll disappear. If it's like hanging out in front of you, you just be sipping and sipping, and next thing you know, you, not sweet wine drinker, just had yourself a glass of Moscato. Ha!
It's so true. No, it's so true. I feel like so many people come in, they're like, we don't like the sweet wines. Like, we know good wine, we like dry wine, and we're like, you have to try Moscato. That's why we always, yeah. That's why we always put it on our tasting, and the people who like sweet wines are like, this is incredible because it's so refreshing. There's no additives to the wine. I did see another question about if you do order it, when can you pick up? We have these pairings available. We ask for the pre-orders for the to-go pairings by Tuesday. That's when we place our order. We always order a few extras, so still feel free to call to inquire. We'll give you a call if we don't see any order notes of when you want to pick up. But you can pick up Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays from 12 to 5 all throughout the month of March. But we do just ask that they are pre-ordered, because once we sell out, we're going to have to bump it to the next weekend. But once you do pick up, they're meant to be consumed within 24 to 48 hours. Just as we do have the wines in the little wine bottles, we pour fresh, but they have a short shelf life. Yeah, so
They're so cute, though.
they are so cute. I love when we have leftovers.
Cute as a button. Cute as a button.
So that is our wine and cupcake pairing. We really fit that in quick for you.
I sure did.
Yeah,
If you have any questions more about it, like, feel free to DM us, give us a call, swing by. We're happy to chat more in detail about it. But yeah, just kind of like a quick overview, and we want to know your thoughts.
Yes.
So as soon as you're eating these, like, please do comment, review, whatever. I want to hear what you think, because it's always so exciting to get that feedback, and because we're doing more limited in-person things, like, I still want to know what you think.
Absolutely, we really do, because
talk to you.
just because we have like these ideas about the flavor profiles of the pairing, I mean, everyone's palate is different, so we would love to know your favorites. That way, when we plan these pairings, kind of know what people are looking for. This one was a little bit more, that vanilla cake heavy. Sometimes we do like 2 chocolates in here, so we changed it up. It's nice, light, fruity, sweet. So it's a fun one.
Spring vibes.
All spring vibes, which we all need. It needs to get warmer.
It does. That's why I'm wearing my gigantic coat.
Let me see if there's any more
I need to drink
questions.
more wine to warm up. But yeah, so that's the cupcake pairing. Just for anyone who's watching, I just want to do a couple of announcements. So if you love virtual things, and I know you do because you're watching this, we are doing a special virtual event for #OpenLocalWineDay, which is Saturday, April 10th. We are offering a pairing pack of Pinots. You're going to get 2 Pinot Noirs, 1 Pinot Rosé, and one of actually this Pinot Noir 2017. And Davide and I will go live. Davide is our winemaker and vineyard manager, and we're going to dive into all the details of Pinot in the vineyard, in the bottle, the winemaking process, and answering all of your questions. And it's just kind of cool to taste Pinot Noir back to back in 2 totally different styles. So if you're interested in that, you can purchase tickets for that on our website. Again, Saturday, April 10th. It's going to be super awesome. We also have upcoming some new releases. We're going to have a new vintage of Traminette coming out, a new vintage of Moscato Rosé. We'll be doing some virtual tastings right here live with all of you. And if you haven't voted already, it's March Madness, which on our website, Penswoods Wines are doing battle. So you better vote for your favorites, because at the end of the month, the winning wine will be discounted 25% off.
I don't know that we've ever done 25% off. Maybe. I mean, I guess I'm new to the scene, but relatively. But
biggest
that's
discount ever. It's madness.
It is fun. fun though. I mean, we're all on our phones and we're
Yeah.
like checking things, so it's fun to just, you know, pick and choose your favorites.
So get on there and vote for that. And also, you know, vote for Penns Woods Winery. We got nominated for Best of the Mainline, Best Wine Tasting.
Yes.
And you know we got Best Wine Tasting. So go ahead and vote for us for Best of the Mainline so we can get our official award for being unofficially awesome.
Well, we just thank you guys for being here with us. Again, if you have any questions, give us a call. Come in for the tasting. You can always ask our staff members. I'm sure everyone will have specific favorites and would go more in depth for you. But we appreciate you being here, and we hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Give us a call.
Good night.